Welcome to Anxiety Pool. 800-588
200-300 Empire. Today.
What's up today?
Howdy. It's okay.
5.
What?
Episode 5.
Oh, I was like, dude, it's 7:30 p.m.
Episode. Oh, you were saying it. Yeah, it's 7:32 p.m.
7:32 p.m. It happens.
How does that make you feel knowing that it's 7:32 p.m.?
I feel like the never-ending cycle of dread up till retirement that is not guaranteed is creeping at me. Never-endingly. However you can word that. I'm scared.
I'm Mason.
And I'm Nick.
Yeah, welcome to Anxiety Pool.
Very anxious.
Very anxious. Anxiously pushing through here. How was your week?
Oh, my week was swell. I worked 6 days.
That's good.
And then got really drunk. And now I'm here.
Speaking of drink, I got some.
Yes, liquor?
Which is good. I haven't done that in a while. I haven't had a drink in a while, as we talked about before. I don't drink very often. I thought about getting a 6-pack tonight. Got some Red's Apple Ale. Delicious.
I think I did okay on my drunken adventure last night because I had an edible beforehand. I think that calmed the entirety of my nerves to where I didn't really get that sick liqueur feeling that we talked about.
Yeah.
I think that helped a lot.
Did you puke?
No.
That's good.
There wasn't really a point. There might have been like once where I felt like it, and I think it's when I decided to like stop drinking 5 hours into the evening. Because I think my gummy like totally died out, and I lost the vibe from that. And I finished one drink, and I just didn't feel good. So I was like, okay, it's water time.
Yeah, water is crucial when drinking. I learned that as I got older. Like when you get really drunk, you have no idea how crucial that single glass of water before you go to bed is.
Yeah. Chuck a whole fucking water before you go to bed.
Right. It'll just make you feel so much better because like that alcohol dries you the fuck out, and that's like what causes a hangover.
I'm so glad.
Your brain's dry. What?
I was gonna say I'm so glad you missed me hitting myself in the face with my own microphone.
Did you? Maybe you gotta back up a little bit. It doesn't need to be that close, you know.
Oh, okay.
You just gotta, I got like a solid, what I'd call it like 4 inches here between me and my microphone.
Yeah, is that a solid measurement?
No, I have no fucking idea. I mean, you could see what I'm doing.
I know, that's why I asked.
I mean, what do you think? That's like, okay, that's probably like 5 inches. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I've never been good with like measurement. Wasn't it like the digit between your like on your index finger, but like the middle digit? Isn't that supposed to be like an inch?
I don't have any numbers tattooed on my finger.
I feel like they told me what? I feel like they told me that in school. That like that digit. Oh man. Did I ever tell you about Xavier? Listen, he just popped up on my Steam notifications.
Is Xavier the small boy from Jimmy John's?
Skinny boy from Jimmy John's, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. What about
Holy
Xavier?
Moly. I don't know if I've ever like really told you about that kid, or at least definitely haven't talked about him on the podcast, but I used to know this kid named Xavier. So me, our buddy Nick, not this Nick, but another Nick, and our buddy Taylor, used to work at Jimmy John's, and there was a kid there named Xavier, and he was 17, 16, 16, 17 at the time when we met him. And we learned very quickly that he was like a super smart kid from South Africa. He was taking college courses while he was in high school, and he already had like credits, and he was already enrolled in a bunch of college courses at Gwinnett, I think it was. But yeah, very smart kid, super strict parents. He never really done anything in like the drug or alcohol department. And one night he saw us smoking, and I never really like hung out with him because one, he was younger than me, and he just like, he seemed a little off. We knew he was like super smart, and that's cool, but it was just like a little off. And one time he saw us going out to smoke and asked if he could smoke with us. And I said, nah, dude, I don't really want to be the guy to like introduce you to smoking, I didn't want to like fuck him up, I didn't want to get him addicted to it or something, because like when you've never experienced anything like that before, and the way that like he just came up and asked me about it, like, he's been wondering about it for quite a while now. And then I give it to him and it's like super great, and then he ends up skipping classes or some shit to smoke pot. I don't know. So I told him no. And then next time he's working with me, it's time for him to bounce, and I'm supposed to close, and he goes, "Hey, can I just hang out with you and close?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Like, I don't see how that's a problem. I mean, ask Alan. So he asks Alan, and he's like, "I can't pay you." And he goes, "Yeah, that's fine." So he stays unpaid and helps close the store and like do all the dishes and mop the floors and do all this shit. And then like as I go out to my car to smoke up, he's like, "Hey, can I smoke?" And I'm like, "Dude." I'm like, "Do you really want to smoke that bad?" He's like, "Yeah, I really want to smoke that bad." And I'm like, "All right, fine." So I smoked him out. And from that point on, he hung out with us all the time, smoked with us all the time. And he was funny. It's funny. We thought it was pretty funny to see a new stoner with such a low tolerance. We would just like get him as high as we possibly could. It was some funny shit. But it got to the point where like he was always asking every day, every night we were working together. He would ask, "Hey, can I smoke? Can you smoke me out? Can I smoke you?" And then we told him at one point, we're like, "Look, man, you need to like get your own shit. You need to get your own bud. You can't keep just smoking our shit all the fucking time. Like, if you want to smoke, like, cool. I'm glad we could show you, or get you into smoking, but like, you need to start ponying up your own funds and buying your own bud." And then he was like, "Can you buy bud? Can I buy bud from you?" I'm like, "Nah, man, you need to do the work that we all do. You need to go to that sketchy motherfucking neighborhood. Excuse me, meet that sketchy motherfucking guy and pick up your sketchy little bag of weed, like all of us." And then he got into alcohol.
Okay.
Really severely got into alcohol. He didn't really drink that much, but yeah. And then one night, I remember the night that he just like took it way overboard. I think I probably told you about this. We were at Taylor's Dojo, which was a little shack in his backyard that he had like a PlayStation 4 set up and a TV in and some chairs in. We would just like sit back there and smoke, hotbox the shit out of it with a bong or whatever. And he was out there with us, and Nick had brought Nick, our other buddy, brought moonshine. And of course, Xavier, we're talking like a 95-pound, 16-year-old South African boy. So like basically no meat on his bones. We ask him if he's ever had moonshine. He goes, "No." We ask, "You want to try it?" He says, "Yeah, of course." He takes this fucking moonshine and he takes like 4 solid swigs just straight from the jar. like it was nothing. Like it was nothing.
Oh.
And I'm blown away by it. Absolutely blown away. And he's like, yeah, that's good.
Okay.
And Taylor, Nick, and I all look at each other like, dude, you just did that like a champ. Like you just took that like a champ. Like this was like, what was it? 50% or 50 proof. What is it? So that's 100.
I'm not sure. I don't know how alcohol works.
50%. So 100 proof, I think is how that works. So it was strong, stronger than your average vodka, but it wasn't like 90% Everclear or whatever the fuck that shit is.
Mm-hmm.
But he just took it. He took it like a damn champ. Sucked it down. And held it down for, I don't know, 30 minutes.
Okay, he held it down for 30 minutes.
He held it down for 30 minutes, kept drinking, and then just started puking violently. We got him a bucket for mopping.
Wait a second. He continued to swig the moonshine
After
like a
that.
champ for 30 minutes?
Yeah, like we would pass it around and take swigs of it, and anytime it went to him, he would take us another swig.
That's scary stuff, man.
I know.
That's not okay.
Yeah, we weren't very smart about it. We could have killed him. We probably could have killed him with alcohol poisoning if he went far. I mean, that's definitely why he vomited. But yeah, he started puking hard, and so we gave him like a bucket, and we told him we gave him a blanket and a pillow, and we're like, all right, man, like we're gonna go inside. We left him out in the cold. Oh man, we left him out in the fucking cold, just puking in a shed by himself, as we all went inside and slept in Taylor's room.
Wow.
Yep. Because we were at his dad's house, so we couldn't have him in the house just puking, keeping his dad up all night. So we're like, yeah, man, sorry, you got to stay out here. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's actually really fucked up. We just kind of left him. He just started puking, and we just left him. Oh man, he was a good kid. The problem we ended up figuring out was that 80% of what came out of his mouth was a lie.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. We just started catching him in lie after lie after lie after lie. Like telling us that his parents were gonna, at one point, like when we stopped like really hanging out with him all the time, and Nick had left Jimmy John's and Taylor had left Jimmy John's, and I was still just there with him. And he started telling me that his parents were gonna kick him out of the house when he turned 18, and that he had nowhere to live. I'm like, dude, what? Like that doesn't make any fucking sense. Why would they do that? And they're like, well, yeah, they told me that I need to go move out for college. When the day I turn 18, I have to move out. Okay, number one, if your kid is a fucking genius, right? We're talking, this kid was smart. This kid was heckin' smart.
Mm-hmm.
And if you had a kid like that, I would give that kid anything he needed to develop. Anything he needed to stay in school. I would never kick my kid. My kid's sitting over here doing college courses in high school. Bro, you can live here as long as you need. As long as you're in school and getting good grades, bro, you're allowed to live here. I would never just kick my kid out at 18 and put him at a severe disadvantage. This kid was driving a moped to school or to work, right? Like a little 50cc moped to school and work. Yeah, and was living in a very, very, very nice neighborhood. And after he turned 18, we reached out to him again, and what do you know? He's still living there, Parents didn't kick him out. He said that so that he could try and move in with one of us, because I don't know. It was weird, man. It was like a really clingy girlfriend.
Did he ever end up like buying his own shit?
Yeah, once or twice, but we ended up just like, it was like I would go pick up for him, and he would pay me.
Mm.
But I would charge him for gas, I'd say, if he bought like $30 worth of weed, I'd sell it to him for $40.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So I'm the one out there going and getting it. I don't think he ever actually found a dealer and went and picked up for himself. But he was like the type of kid. It's like when you go hang out with him, it's like he sees you. He goes, oh, you gonna smoke? You gonna light up? It's one of those motherfuckers. I got people at the vape shop who do that now as I'm working. They know I smoke. And so they're like, they go, hey man, you gonna smoke up? You want to smoke up? No. The answer is no.
How many people have asked you that? That seems
2.
like today.
2.
2 today?
No, not 2 today. 2 total.
Oh, okay.
And
but was one of them today because it was on your mind?
No, one of them was last week. It was the most recent one. Or no, it was this week. It was Dawsonville. So 3. So this chick comes up to Dawsonville. She's got pink hair. I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool. I think she's kind of cute. We start chatting, and she comes in and says, she wants to drop off an application. I'm like, okay, well, we're not hiring, but I'll give this to the boss man. And she's like, okay, that's fine. And she is still standing there after I tell her that. And I'm like, you can call him. And she goes, oh, yeah, I guess. And so I give her a card. And she goes, I'll call him later. And I'm like, well, if you really want to go, make a good impression, go see him up at the Johns Creek store. And she goes, yeah, that's a good idea. And then she just like stands there and she's just like looking at me, like not saying anything. And I don't know, like I was weirded out by the whole situation. But yeah, she goes back and forth and starts talking about some like crazy shit about like where she used to work, and she used to be a manager at like a bunch of different vape shops, and how she got into a car accident and broke her leg, and like it just goes on. It just goes on after like just sitting there in complete silence, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I go, well, I'll get this to. I hold up the resume. I go, I'll get this to Jamie, and I fold it up and show her me folding, because I'm like, maybe that's what she wants, like some sort of gratification. She's been here for 15 minutes now. Mm-hmm. So I fold up her fucking little piece of paper and I show her I'm putting it in my backpack. And she just keeps fucking going. She doesn't fucking leave. Customers come in. I'm helping customers. She doesn't fucking leave. She keeps trying to chat with me. I can't even, I was so baked at the time. I couldn't even remember like what we were actually talking about. But then I'm like, because I'm really dense. Then I realize she's flirting with me. Like the whole time. The way she's looking at me, her cheeks are red. She's like twirling her hair every time she's talking to me. Like, the little shit, the little fucking body language signs that almost give it away. And so now I'm confused, because I'm like, okay, is she flirting with me because she wants me to like put a good word in so she can work at the vape shop? Or is she flirting with me because she likes me? So I start kind of like flirting back, because again, I thought she was kind of cute. She had pink hair. It was kind of, I don't know. And I tell her like, I was like, yeah, I was just about to go smoke before you came in. And she goes, oh, can I smoke with you? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Like, because I thought, she's cute. Okay. It's not November.
Yeah. I hear you.
Okay.
It's okay. It's okay. Keep going. Continue.
And number one, she had no idea how to hit my bowl. She fucking sucked water in her mouth like 3 times, which was pretty funny. But yeah, I let her smoke, and she ended up blowing the fucking bowl out on her 3rd attempt. So like, she had no idea how to smoke. I don't know. She seemed like she was very nervous or whatever. And I went back in and after we smoked, and she's like, that was some good bud. Like, where do you get it? And I was like, oh, I got a guy. And she's like, oh, you should hit me up with that guy. I can't get good bud anymore. And I was like, well, what? You lose your dealer? And she said, well, my dealer was my ex-girlfriend. It's fucking lesbian.
Big sad.
Yeah.
Big
Yeah.
sad.
So all that over nothing. What an annoyance.
These hoes ain't loyal, dude.
They ain't loyal. That's something you need to tell me within the first 5 minutes. Okay, listen, if a girl's going to walk up to me and immediately tell her within the first 3 sentences she has a boyfriend, I feel like a lesbian should tell me that before. Like, it should be the third sentence. Like, oh, yeah, me and my ex-girlfriend. You know how like chicks drop it? You meet a chick and it's like the second or third sentence that's out of their mouth when you show like any sort of like small sign of interest in them.
Mm-hmm.
They'll say, oh, well, me and my boyfriend like to go down to, or, oh, well, last week my boyfriend and
I hear you, dude.
Yeah.
It's always a sure sign of not being interested back. It's very nice. It hits hard. It hits like a truck every time.
Listen here, Nicholas. I need you to step it up.
What am I doing?
I'm getting pretty baked over here, and I need you to just go off on a tangent for a second here, so I can drink a little bit more.
What kind of tangent? I thought we were saving my my bad mental thoughts for the Valentine's Day special.
What about women?
I mean, well, that's kind of what we're talking about right now.
Valentine's Day is quite a ways away. We can have a small segment about women in general.
I made a realization today that, and it may not always be the case, but it kind of hurt when I realized it. But I've always felt like the ball's been in my court. If that makes sense. Like, all the pressure is on me
100%.
To make the first move, to pay for the date, to be good at sex, to drive a nice car, to have a nice income, to have a good place to live, a nice family. It's all in my court. And whatever's going on with her life, I just have to deal with it. I have to go with the flow. I can't make any recommendations. I can't. Dude, even if I tell her I'm proud of her, It feels weird. It's like they take it the wrong way. Like, I don't get it. Almost like I'm trying to be sarcastic to them. I feel like women just don't try anymore.
I think it's the expectation that's... No. I think you're right.
Hold on.
I know. I think you're fully right. I think it's the expectation that's been set over these last few years that... It's just, men are supposed to put in the effort. Men are supposed to do the work. You're supposed to be this idea of chivalry, I guess, right? Men are supposed to be these knight in shining armor, that come rescue the princess and take her to this beautiful castle and provide her with everything she would ever need in life. I think it really is. I think it is a legitimate issue with the dating industry right now. Absolutely.
It's a market built for women.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm sure you've seen those documentaries about the difference between I think it was a YouTube video that I saw, between the difference of a female Tinder profile and a male Tinder profile.
Oh, yeah.
You've got a female Tinder profile with like 30 million fucking matches and a male Tinder profile with none.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy.
No. Are you talking about the documentary where it showed like the amount of options a female account has versus a male account? How maybe, like there's like 1 million women on Tinder, but there's like 8 million dudes on Tinder. I think that's what you saw.
Maybe. I can't remember. I remember it just being... I mean, it's... for a woman dating, it's just so much easier. Yeah. I feel like for most men, if a woman just walked up to him and said, "Hey," and just said, "Hey, would you like to go out on a date?" I think 90% of men would say yes, no matter who the chick really was. I mean, unless you're talking, in that like 60% looking woman, like you've got that like you got that 20% at the top. No, listen, you've got the 20% at the top and the 20% at the bottom, right? You know, it's like if a supermodel came up to me and asked, to go out on a date with me, I'd be a little suspicious.
Yeah, I'd say no. It's like the teeth chest from Dark Souls.
Right, exactly. It's a mimic chest, dude.
A mimic chest. Yeah, sorry. Haven't played the game.
Excuse me, but then a fucking Shrek, or what's the chick's name from Shrek? The female ogre.
Fiona.
Yo, Fiona in ogre form walks up to me. I'm also.
Okay.
I'd probably also say no, and maybe that's me. That's my problem, I have a.
Well, okay. Let's hypothetically say just to help out what you're trying to explain, a hypothetical woman that fits your standards.
Yeah.
A personal standard.
Yeah. Walks up to me and says, let's go out on a date. Yeah, I think 90% of most people would say yes.
Mm-hmm.
But, just that doesn't happen. Ever. Almost ever.
It's gotten to the point to where, like, I'm really... I've taken like a large step back from trying to date. Like, I have some that I talk to, but for the most part, it's just... I get to know them a little bit more, like, every time I see them, and it just gets, like, worse and worse. Like, they're either super bitchy or... See, that's another thing. You being a strong and independent female does not mean you have the right to act like a bitch 24/7. That's not what that means.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Yep. And a lot of people think that. A lot of hoes think that way.
Hoes.
Yeah. They don't deserve the term women.
Oh,
women are smart. Women are smart, beautiful, and educated and independent. Not these hoes.
I will add this.
No.
I say it all the time. They all want to be queens, but not all of them want to help build the castle. Find a partner, not a leech. Don't get financially abused. Don't get mentally abused, and don't get physically abused. There's two sides to every seesaw.
Yeah.
Let it balance out. Recognize red flags. Don't stay in something that constantly hurts you.
Relationships are a road.
You
Goes
can
both
love
ways.
them from a distance.
From a distance?
Yeah. Like if you want to be a creep.
Well,
no,
yeah,
I'm joking.
okay.
I'm That's not what I'm talking about.
This is very true. I mean, okay, well, long distance relationships for one are hard. I had one.
That's not what I meant, but continue.
Well, I know what you mean. You mean as in, like...
You can still love them outside of a relationship. You can still care about them outside of a relationship. You just don't have to be in the relationship. Something that I have made a rule for myself, which is also like very hard while dating because not a lot of people respect it. And I know it's like kind of me coming off as an asshole, but like at the age of 23, I have a lot of shit on my plate. I understand that you are your own person in a completely different dynamic. You have completely different shit going on, which is cool. I respect that. Keep doing what you want to do. Chase your dreams. I don't care. But in all honesty, for me to hit that level of care where your problems become my problems, you have to be on my team. And by that, I mean a ring has to be on your finger. If you can't take care of yourself until that point, I'm not your babysitter and I'm not your dad. Get out.
Preach.
Kick to the curb.
Preach.
You're done. You're done. I'm done. Get out.
Man, you ain't wrong. Some of these, I mean, it's happening to my uncle right now. Happening to him for 20 years now. He's had a toxic wife who is obviously cheating on him and sleeps around with a bunch of other men and steals money from his bank account and has crashed 3 of his cars and totaled them. Yet he stays with her because he doesn't want the kids to grow up in a divorced marriage.
That's a concept I'm on the fence about. I agree, do what's best for the kids, but at the same time, if you notice you're creating an odd environment while you're together, it's not that bad just getting a divorce.
No, I 100% agree with you. I think he should have divorced her ass fucking years ago, but
if they can hide it well from the kids, good for them, but they for real need to get that taken care of.
No, I don't think they should even hide it from the fucking kids. I think that they should know that their mom is a fucking bitch.
If it's entirely one party's fault, I agree.
It is, and and there's also the fear that Georgia does favor the woman in a lot of these custody battles, so he doesn't want to lose his kids, and especially if she's sleeping around with all these fucking people and leaving his children with these unknown people, that's what he's worried about. He's just worried about his kids, and he doesn't want to even take a chance on divorcing them and having that be a possibility.
As long as he's got notes, he's got the case.
Yeah. I thought about it, like getting into her Facebook and trying to get some solid evidence, but it's none of my business. So
were you going to hack her Facebook account?
I was thinking about it.
That sounds fun, yet tedious.
Yeah, it's not that hard. We work on her computer a lot. I mean, it'd be as simple as slapping a keylogger on her computer and having it send the file to me every single day.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Or I don't know, put a what's that thing? Cause she has no fucking idea. I could put an unattended access for TeamViewer on her computer. Mm-hmm. So whenever she's not using it, I could just browse the hell out of it, see exactly what she's doing, have everything signed in already for me.
That'd be nice. You check all her Facebook messages.
Right.
All the middle-aged dudes like, hey, what's up, mama?
Well, we already, cause they're on our phone plan. So like on my parents' phone plan. So they're, already, like, she's already been outed by, we went back and looked at some of the messages, some of the numbers that she was texting. And she got a text message. What was it? My mom got a text message from a woman who said, hey, my husband is cheating on me with this person, which is my uncle's wife. Mm-hmm. So, and like showed proof of text messages from his side to her phone. So, yeah, we already knew she was cheating.
Sick.
It's fucked, dude. It's totally fucked.
I agree.
She is a human leech. She latches onto men. Because I remember my mom told me when I was young that when she first married Uncle Rick, she heard him on the phone, or she heard her. Fuck, man, she heard her. This podcast is a mess already. I'm like, I'm losing it. We're not even 30. Oh, we are 30 minutes in, and I've been all over the place. Let me focus up here.
You need to finish your beer.
Yeah, here, let me do that real quick.
Chug, 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 chug. Wow, it was a drop. It was one drop.
Oops, I just knocked over one of the bottles.
Uh-oh.
No, but my mom heard her on the phone saying she just married into a rich family. She was going to have everything she needed. Yada, 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 yada. So she's a literal leech. She thought she was going to marry a rich husband, have kids, and have everything she ever needed. Well, when you go to their fucking house, it looks like an episode of Hoarders. There's animal shit on the ground. There's toys and food wrappers and plates, and it's the nastiest fucking house you've ever walked in. And she doesn't make any effort to clean it. He is a trucker, So he makes really good money. And she works at Domino's as a delivery driver. And she just constantly just takes fucking money from his bank account to the point where my mom has had to run their bank account and monitor it, and to make sure she wasn't taking out as much money as she was, because like when he got what was it, the COVID relief, the stimulus, she took it all.
Oh, sick.
She literally took it. She went to an ATM and took it all out in cash, and went and took out a bunch of people, like drinking and partying that night in Atlanta. Posted about it on Facebook. Thank you, government. Yep.
Wow.
Fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe. I'm frustrated.
Right, I'm in a bad mood now. I was just about to say that. I'm just in like a dull mood now because just thinking about shit like that, people like that exist in this world, is really frustrating.
Well, another thing is like, even how are you with trust? Trust. How are you with trust? Trusting another.
How am I with trusting people?
Yeah, like how many years experience with said person do you need to trust them with said job? Give me a hypothetical.
Well, I think it's a spectrum. I think, depending on what the task may be. I think I am willing to trust most people until proven otherwise. I think
Alright.
I think most people have good in them. I think a lot of people make mistakes. But yeah, I don't. There's a lot of factors that go into trust, right? I mean, there really is. I could even admit to, factoring in the appearance of somebody into whether or not I would trust them.
Okay, can I reword the question?
Excuse me. Yes.
How long do you need to date someone before you consider marrying them?
2 years.
2 years.
Well, I have never. Okay, so I don't know. That's just a guesstimate because I've never been in a relationship with somebody that I wanted to marry. That I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the girl.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had that, so I don't know. But I feel like 2 years is a pretty decent. I think it's like the minimum. I don't think you should ever marry anybody unless you've lived with them for at least a year.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and yeah, and then it just had general life experience with them for 2 years, because you really have to you have to get to know somebody. You have to be best friends with the person you marry, because if you're not, it just doesn't work.
That was one thing that I thought was super weird. Like, I'm not hating on Christianity. God bless, keep praying, whatever. But
excuse me.
How can you marry someone before you move in with them?
Yeah.
How can you dedicate till death do us part before you move in? You have no clue what they're really like. All you get is that show of them being around you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, I don't. It's not my place to judge. Same thing with like arranged marriages. That's like a whole nother. But I don't know. I have nothing to say about that. I really have no insight on that topic. I'm so fucking distracted because my right channel is louder than my left channel, and it's frustrating the fuck out of me. And no matter what I'm doing over here, I can't fix it. And I hope my mic's not broken.
How does that look in Audacity? How can you tell?
The right channel is visibly larger in size in the spectrogram, or whatever the fuck it is. The waveform.
Oh, I see. Yeah, mine's solid straight line.
Yeah, mine is not. My right channel's louder. and I don't know if that's like the mic is fucked up, but it's like perfect, right? As if like the software is not. I don't know, dude.
You want to hear something crazy?
Mm-hmm.
Your mic is sideways, and your
This
mouth is
true.
above it. So wouldn't that be the
Well,
right
see,
channel?
But then I tried it like this, and no, the right channel is still louder than the left channel.
Oh
then
yeah,
I
it's
put
broken.
I put it down like this, and the right channel is still louder than the left channel. So, it doesn't. No, I don't think. I don't know. I'll have to fuck with it.
Mm.
Who knows? It'll balance out anyway. I do the balancing, editing, anyway thingy. Wow. I'm sorry. This podcast is wild.
This is off the rails.
This is off the. This is nonsense. This podcast is total fucking nonsense.
It's nuts.
Excuse me. I am so sorry.
That got super bassy at the end. At the end, it was nothing but bass.
Oh my god.
That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny.
It's getting hot in here. All right, talk about something. I don't know. Let's just.
Back to women.
Let's push forward.
What else has irked me?
That's something we should work on, though. Like actually finishing a thought.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
We're
Finishing
so
a thought.
fucking bad about that. Like when I re-listen to the podcast when I'm editing it, I realize how many topics we never fucking finish.
Oh my god!
Like
Well,
we
I
just
feel
go
like-
on to something else. It just.
I feel
flows.
like yeah, exactly. I feel like it just flows into a completely different conversation. Like every time we hit some key word that triggers one of our minds.
Pretty much, yeah.
But I feel like that's how a conversation goes, and that's what we're doing.
I suppose, but if we're trying to hit some decent topics, we should kind of like round them off. Like kind of.
Yeah. Conclusion: women are trash.
Women are trash. Well.
Not all women are trash. That was a joke. I know. There's
80%.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big number.
Oh man, what is that, like 5 billion?
I have high hopes that I will find my soulmate one day, but I also have that dark, deep, depressing thought that I'll die alone with cats. I feel like everybody has that thought.
Which, I mean, honestly, is not that bad. You can... People put so... Like, it's the way that we're raised. It's absolutely the way that we're raised, and media and all these visuals of a man and woman being happy together for the rest of their life. When in reality, you could totally live the rest of your life as a single man with a shitload of money and a good career and no real responsibilities, and you could just go out to bars and meet women and just have sex with a different woman every week if you wanted to. Like it's a totally acceptable, satisfying lifestyle that I think a lot of like shame has been put on. Oh, you're a player. What are you, 30 years old and you're not married yet? You don't even have a girlfriend? Why the fuck is any motherfucker telling me what I should and should not be doing? Any motherfucker telling me what I should and should not. It makes no sense to me that I have to be married by I'm 30 or I'm weird. Like, come on. What if I don't want to? What if the idea of going home to the same person for the next 60 years of my life is weird or scary to me, or something that I don't really want to deal with. Excuse me, why should I be shamed because of that? Yeah, I don't agree with that. Sorry, what were you going to say?
I was taking in all your comments.
I mean, do you agree with me?
Yes, but I think it's perspective based.
Everything is.
As in, hoes can talk the exact same way.
What, like that a woman would want to be single for the rest of her life?
Yeah, like what if she was?
That's fine. What's the problem with that? What's the problem with it with hoes wanting to do that? That's like, if it's again, that's another thing. It's like you shouldn't be telling anybody nobody should ever tell anybody what the fuck to do, ever. It's none of your fucking business, ever. Period. like ever, that you should tell somebody what they should do. That is, they have gone through life and lived to get to that point to be able to have the decision to do what they want to fucking do. Every second of the fucking day, they have the decision to do what they want to do. Nobody should be able to tell them what to do. Now, there's jobs and whatnot. There's job. That's a whole nother thing. But I'm talking like you're unemployed, you're on the street, you're getting a hot dog, and Karen behind you tells you need to speed up, sticking mustard and relish on your dog. Dude, I want to turn around and smack that bitch in the mouth. She needs, like, I can't stand people who can't mind their own fucking business. I might I might
All right, take a break, finish the beer. Your metaphors are getting real hard to follow.
Listen, I think I should slow down, honestly. What am I? I've only had 2. I've got a pretty good buzz on. I'm kind of a lightweight, honestly.
Gross, terrible. How dare you?
Look, I don't even remember what my what was the point of that?
That's a good question.
Look, the point is, don't tell motherfuckers what to do, and don't let motherfuckers tell you what to do. People need to lay off. Seriously, people need to mind their own fucking business.
I think we can agree along the lines of it's not your business to tell people what they can and cannot do, but it is your business to accept specific people into your life. Does that make sense?
No.
Kind of like how we talked about like the friends you want to keep around.
Okay, well, I don't see the correlation.
You don't see the correlation.
No, I don't.
How can I word this? Hold on.
I'm trying to figure it out. You're talking about, you shouldn't tell people what to do, but you're saying it's your responsibility, or you're not your responsibility to tell people what to do, but it is your responsibility to accept people into your life?
Yeah, so like, it's not.
No, I don't think it is your responsibility to accept people in your life. People want to be alone. Let them fucking be alone.
No, I'm saying it's your choice of like who you want in your life.
Oh, yeah, of course.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. Well, I mean, that boils down to literally that's people's decisions. You shouldn't tell people what to do. You want to be friends with a motherfucker and he says, I don't want to be friends with you. That's not that tough shit.
I agree.
Tough shit. Yeah.
I agree. It's fine.
Yeah. I don't even know what the fuck we're. Again, this podcast is like we're violently off the rails. Do you
want to perhaps pick a topic?
Should we finally pick a topic from the list of topics we created before we started?
It's a lot of topics.
Hey, happy Halloween, everybody.
Huh? What? It's November 7th.
It's November 7th. Happy Halloween, everybody. Yeah, let's pick a topic.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You have 10 topics. Pick a number 1 through 10.
That's fantastic. Let's talk about.
I was going to say just like pick a number 1 through 10 without
4.
looking at them. 4? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Sick, dude. You got the topic, winging it.
We're doing great. Oh man, I have a feeling my audio quality is going to be so scuffed on this podcast too. I'm peaking at like 0 all the time. So
I've actually been hitting like -6.
Yeah, -6 is like my average, like 12 to -6. But then like my lines that sit on the chart.
I honestly thought you were about to fall out of your chair.
But
You're just going to take your microphone with you?
You see what I did there? Yeah, as I back up, I pull my microphone with me so I maintain a consistent level of audio. We're trying to get the audio quality perfect for you guys, so you can listen to it in the car without us blasting your ears out with
What are those
bass.
What are those mics you can like clip onto your shirt? What are those called?
Lapel mic? A lapel mic. That sounds correct to me. Lapua is a gun or a cartridge. Lapua Magnum.
I feel like every time I've watched a video of anyone who's got like a lapel mic on, the audio's like perfect.
Sounds great, right? I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And they can move all over the place.
But I think they're expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
I think they're meant to be plugged like into a camera. You know what I mean? Into the mic jack of a camera.
Or with like a receiver that goes straight to a camera.
Right.
I got you.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, you look at like most of the podcasts nowadays, and they all got like legit microphones. We were discussing, maybe I'll do a little teaser release here for anybody listening halfway through episode 5 of Anxiety Pool, episode 5. That we may on episode 10 do a video podcast, the first episode of the video podcast. So stay tuned for that. Maybe, possibly, probably, possibly, maybe.
Do you have like a good camera?
I have the Logitech C920 1080p 60 FPS HD webcam.
I'm talking about other than that.
Oh, shit, maybe. I think I've got like I don't have like a fancy schmancy DSLR or nothing, but I've got.
Do you have a 90s VHS camera? Or is that 2000s?
Actually, yes, I do have a VHS camera, and I have a old school. Damn, I can't remember the company that made it.
RCA.
Yes, it was RCA. RCA, like one of those camcorders with the flip out screen on the left. Remember, there's a YouTube video of it on my YouTube channel.
Yep.
Yeah, of me unboxing it. I think I got it for Christmas one year.
Sexy.
I guess. Yeah, I have that. But no, I would just use the webcam, honestly. It works well enough. Plug directly into the computer. I don't have to like pull out an SD card after every recording and fucking slap it in my stupid little SD card adapter.
All right, so we're committing to the webcam podcast as the 10th podcast.
Are we? Well, I think we're just committing to the 10th podcast being the first iteration of the video podcast. So whatever that entails, that gives us 5 weeks to figure something out, to do something snazzy. I'd like to do something special.
Something special?
Yeah. And that'll be uploaded on YouTube for anybody listening.
Yeah, twitch.tv /anxiety pool.
Are we going to stream it? We're going to stream it and upload it? We could. I think that'd be funny if we like recorded these live on the podcast or on the website. So like, if people had like some sort of fancy subscription based
and
platform.
Way too much free time.
Right, that they could tune in and watch it live. Well, it's basically like they're watching it unedited. So if we were to like go into like some really deep shit or like some you're watching it entirely unedited, you get to see like the raw footage from us, because I do cut out a little bit, not a lot, but I cut out a little bit just to kind of keep the flow of the podcast. I've yet to cut out like a full segment, I've left them all in, all of them. They're all in there.
All of them? What about this one?
Nicholas, I have to beep that now. And you know what? I could forget. I could get really high and completely forget. All right, shit.
54 minutes. 54 minutes.
Where's my phone, dude? I'm literally going to put a reminder on my phone right now so I don't forget. Oh my God, you fucking doxed me so hard. 90 text messages. How do I have 90 text messages? The fuck is going on? Oh, there's a group chat with all my family members in it.
Gross. Family reunions?
I know.
Egads.
I muted them all. Oh my goodness, Nicholas. All right. Set a reminder for 54 minutes. Edit the podcast. Wait.
It's gonna send you a reminder in 54 minutes.
Remind me tomorrow to edit the podcast at 54 minutes. All right, you know what? Fuck off. Why did I pay for this phone?
I'll text you tomorrow.
Oh my goodness.
I'll remember.
I better not forget, dude.
I'll remember. I did it on purpose.
Yeah. This is now your responsibility.
I can make it even better.
No. Pick a number 1 through 10.
7.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skyrim Anniversary, November 11th.
Sick. Pick a number 1 through 10.
All right, dude. I mean, come on.
No.
To talk
Yeah.
about? It's another fucking Skyrim. They've added fishing and like 200 they just stole 200 mods from the fucking, I don't know, dude. It is what it is, man. They're popping out Skyrim on another fucking platform, getting some more fucking money, sucking that. I mean, that horse is so fucking dead at this point.
Do you think Bethesda has gotten worse after Microsoft purchased them?
I don't know, because they haven't released a game. They haven't released a full blown game since they purchased them, have they?
Not that I know of, but what if? Okay. Do you know about the first topic?
Wait, hold on. I just leaned back, so now I have to lean forward and yeah, Elden Ring.
Yeah, have you watched any gameplay of it?
FromSoft. It's the same company that makes the Dark Souls games, and it's their brand new Souls-like RPG. Yes.
Okay, and it's very open world, as I've read into and seen. Very open world.
Yeah, from what they're saying.
How disappointed would you be if Elden Ring was better than Elder Scrolls? What would this be? 6?
6, yeah. So
I heard.
I don't think it's going to be possible.
That Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be a very visual game.
Okay.
It's supposed to be like they're making it to be photorealistic.
Fantastic. That's what I'm looking for. That's great.
What other game recently has required a lot of graphical power?
Are you trying to compare this to Cyberpunk? Listen, no company is going to do...
I'm getting bad vibes.
No company is going to do what fucking CD Projekt Red did. It's just impossible. After that violent example was set, no company is going to fuck up that hard. It's just not possible. Like, they're going to push that shit back no matter. It's like, okay, well, when should we push it back to? Well, let's push it back 30 days. Okay, you got it. Let's push it back 90 fucking days. Like, they're just going to triple it each time because they're not going to make the same mistake. That almost ruined CD Projekt Red. It really almost did. And they're still patching that fucking game to this date. I still see that shit on Steam. New Cyberpunk update. They're still fixing that shit. No, I don't think anybody's gonna... I don't know. I think they're just gonna continuously push that date back. Because there's no solid release date, right? There hasn't been a date. Has there?
No, for 6? No. I haven't heard anything. Or not
so
that I know of, at least.
They're going to take as much time as they need, and now they have all the financial support they need from Microsoft. I'm thinking that it's going to be a good game. I have hopes. I have high hopes. Of course, I have low expectations, but I have high hopes that the game's going to be good. Because honestly, gaming sucks.
Gaming sucks.
Dude, gaming's been so trash these last few years. There's been some bangers, of course, but I need a game that can take my attention for 1,000 hours. I'm always on the hunt for my next 1,000-hour game. And they don't...
What was your last 1,000-hour game?
Garry's Mod.
Wow.
Fucking Garry's Mod, honestly. It really was. I loved it. Because you could do so much in Garry's Mod. It was just a source engine. Or, I don't think that's the right word for it. But it pulled assets from the source games. Like the Half-Life games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So, Half-Life, Left 4 Dead... Team Fortress 2. It pulled assets and files and textures and whatnot from those games to use in Garry's Mod to do anything. You could do anything. Like, did you know Trouble in Terrorist Town?
Yeah.
That originated from Garry's Mod.
Yeah,
Prop
I know.
Hunt. Prop Hunt also from Garry's Mod.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's so many cool gaming trends and like mini games and whatnot that are just that are solidified in the gaming industry because of Garry's Mod. It was easily one of the greatest games ever played. I think
PUBG
it was 11.
stole it from Garry's Mod.
PUBG, wait, what'd you say?
I said PUBG stole it from Garry's Mod. I was going to say something along the lines of Battle Royale came from Garry's Mod. I don't know if that's true or not. I just thought it'd be funny to say.
I don't know where I don't remember what the first. I feel like PUBG might have been, or at least for the U.S. domestic market. For something to go big.
I thought PUBG was the first.
Yeah, I think you might be right. Because I know there was a movie called Battle Royale. It was like a Chinese movie or something. And it was a Battle Royale. Yeah, and bunch of high school kids, I think,
Hunger Games,
killing each other. Yeah, like Hunger Games style. Yeah, but I think it was called. I can't. I don't know. I knew this fact. I forgot it now. Where were we going with that? See, like, this is the problem. I shouldn't smoke so much before we. My short-term memory is so garbage. I can't. All right. Look, you just need to take the reins on this one, okay? You're my life support here. You gotta carry me through this one.
I need to take the reins. Let's see.
Yeah. I need you to take charge.
The economy is in a never-ending decline. What's the next topic?
We're just skipping over that one.
That one might be too deep. Forza Horizon 5 comes out on the 9th in 2 days, which I know we're both excited for. Yeah.
Yeah. Wait.
Yeah. We'll get it on Game Pass.
This is true. I wonder if they can let you. I know you can actually play it. I think I saw an article that said 800,000 people are already playing it. I think if you buy the Platinum Edition, you have like early access right now.
Oh yeah, play early today for $100.
Hell yeah, dude!
Yikes.
I didn't buy it. I'm just gonna play it through Game Pass. And then, okay. Here's what I'll probably do.
I can install it right now.
Really?
Yeah, the premium version.
Oh, wait. So it'll come out...
with Game Pass.
It'll come out Tuesday.
Yeah, but I'm telling you, I can install it right now. The premium edition where you can play early with Game Pass.
Wait, what?
Get on the Microsoft Store right now.
On. Okay, we're taking a hiatus in the middle of the podcast here for me to go to the Microsoft Store and... Wait a second. Hold on now. Xbox. Apps, Xbox. Do the Xbox app... Okay, let's talk about the Xbox app while I've got it open. It's garbage. Yeah? Does it run like ass for you?
What, the Microsoft Store?
The Xbox app. Wait, are you in the Xbox app or the Microsoft Store?
I always go through the Microsoft Store.
What? Huh?
Yeah.
Wait. I'm yawning, sorry. Wait, hold on. Hey, check it out. Minecraft just got added on Game Pass.
Ooh.
Coming November 9th? Pre-install. So it says pre-install for Game Pass. I think you're crazy. I think you're local, Holmes.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Are you on the Xbox app?
Yeah, I'm on the Xbox app.
Okay.
Full details.
Open the Microsoft Store.
Choose edition, premium edition. Buy $99. All right, I'm opening the Microsoft Store.
On the home page, it should
say
say Forza Horizon 5 Premium Edition. Play early today, $99.
See details. Yep, I clicked it.
And then once it loads, it says install at the top.
No, mine says $99 from Xbox app.
Mine says install.
Do you know the fuck? Wait, it has a 2.3 star rating. You see that?
Where is that?
2.3 stars out of 5.
Where is that?
Are we looking at the same shit? I feel like we're not even looking at... Because I'm on Windows 11, so I'm like, and you're on Windows 10.
That's
so
true.
I'm wondering if like that's some sort of bullshit. Wait,
All
it
right.
says
Well, my internet's pretty fire, so I'm gonna attempt to install this while we do this.
wait,
and
no, you're right. You're literally right. I'm looking at this picture and it literally says Xbox Game Pass, you get early access, VIP membership, and expansion 1 and expansion. Wait, you don't get the base game? Hold up now. Hold on now. Wait. What? Wait. What?
Hey, wait. How do I look at my PC's name?
You need to right click on this PC and hit properties in the Windows Explorer.
Yeah.
Is that
Okay.
still a
Yeah,
thing?
yeah, yeah.
Nice. Hey, I can't believe I remembered that. Windows 11 Home. Wait, 11 Home, bro? I'm on Pro. I was on Windows 10 Pro. Damn, I got debated.
I am currently installing. Oh, dude, the game's 102 gigs.
I don't get it. How are you? I have Game Pass Ultimate. I've got like the Mac Daddy version.
Get more info about faster downloads?
Yeah, I can't even. Should I pre-install too? I'm doing it. Fantastic. Okay, we've taken like a huge curve here in the middle of the pot. You got a necklace on?
No.
No? Oh, okay. They just like it's very vibrant. Yeah,
My
I didn't know
collar?
yeah. It looks like you had a gold chain on.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Hey, I'm walking here.
Can't you see I'm walking here? Dude, 86 kilobit per second?
That's awesome, dude. I'm
Or
proud of
kilobyte?
you.
Kilobit? No, kilobit, yeah?
Kilobit. Is that really what you're getting right now?
It's kilobit or kilobyte? No, I'm getting 3 megabit.
Oh, sweet
Right, 'cause
boy.
Bit is transfer speed and byte is physical is like storage data. Yeah.
Yes, like data and data.
Excuse me. Whoa, data and data. What? No, that's not.
I'm saying there's a difference between the words.
No, there's not. No, there's not.
You
No,
want to
there's
Google
not.
it? You want to Google it?
Data and data? I think it's just how. No, I think the British pronunciation is data, and the U.S. pronunciation is data. Because they go data. But we go data. You got that data? Did you had time to process that data? I think you're gonna find nothing. How did you even Google it? How are you even gonna Google it anyway?
I
What do you
typed
data versus data.
I did. I typed that, and it gave me different pronunciations.
I think you're crazy. I think it's just entirely region based.
You're right. It's region based.
Listen, I'm about to get naked. It's kind of hot in my room. I should have turned the fan on.
Get naked, man. Go for it.
Should I? All right. Let me.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen.
My hair is a mess.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just saw something I haven't seen in a very long time.
My fupa.
That sweet, luxurious man torso.
Dude, my hair is. I didn't take a shower this morning. Literally woke up because Taylor came over and hung out. So I woke up at 4 a.m. to feed the dogs because it was daylight savings last night.
Yeah. So you woke up at.
So they thought it was 5 o'clock, which is when when I normally wake up to feed them. But so they woke me up at 4 o'clock. Oh shit! I just bumped my face on my mic. So that was kind of annoying. Because I'm sitting there looking at my phone as it's 4 o'clock. I'm wondering why the hell they're barking at me.
Mm-hmm.
Then I went back to bed. 2 minutes later, they're whining as I'm just laying in bed. I'm like, what the fuck do you want? What the fuck do you want? So I take them out. They go outside. They just stand there, come back in, lay back in bed. 2 minutes later, they're whining again. I have no idea what the fuck they want. Meanwhile, Taylor's like downstairs on the couch. I'm trying to be quiet, not to wake him up. He's got to go to work in the morning. I did that like 3 times. I took him out. I took him into my parents' room and had them fucking lay up on the bed. They just wouldn't. They're so fucking annoying. As they get older, they get so much more fucking annoying. Ugh. Like Carib is like 16 years old now. He just whines all the time. Like
he's in pain, dude.
I guess. You're probably right. I think he is like just in pain all the time. But because he'll just be laying down and you just hear. It's like I feel kind of bad, dude. But I think he does have like arthritis or something, like all over his body, like everywhere.
That's
sucks,
sick. That would be awesome, dude. Being what's 16 times 7?
16 times 7, 132. I guessed.
Siri?
I fully guessed.
Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's 16 times 7?
16 times 7 is 112.
Oh, I was kind of close.
Damn. So yeah, he should be dead already.
Hey, watch your mouth.
I'm just saying, if he were a human, hypothetically.
Yeah, you're right. This is true. He's an old fart, man. He's got plenty of energy. Like, he still runs up the stairs, but sometimes he trips and face plants, and I'm like, hey, take it easy. Because I don't want him to hurt himself, Or like when he goes down the stairs real fast, I get really worried he's going to trip and just like roll down the stairs and break his spine or something. Yeah. Well, fuck, because, Jamie, did I tell you what happened to Jamie?
He had to leave early one day or something to go take care of his dogs?
So he had to leave Friday. So I'm sitting at the shop on Friday, just kind of chilling with Jamie. We're shooting the shit, and he gets a call. And he picks it up, puts it on speaker. It's his wife, and it's just like she's breathing really fucking heavily. And Jamie's like, "What's going on? Like, what? Hello? Like, are you okay? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong?" And she's like, "You need to come home now. You need to come home now." Like, the long story short, so he got a new dog, a Doberman, and it's like 6 or 7 months old now. And he has 2 little shit dogs, like I don't know what they are, but they're like little 10-pound dogs. And apparently they got into a fight. The older dogs got into a fight, and Remy, the puppy, got in the fight, like trying to protect the nicer shit dog, little tiny dog. And Remy fucking killed him. Remy killed Lily, the attacking dog.
Holy shit! I didn't know he killed the dog.
Straight up, yeah. He didn't kill him, but he injured him to the point where when he took him to the emergency room, they basically said, "Yeah, you just need to put him down. Like, there's nothing we can do." Like broke ribs, punctured lungs. Yeah, it was like crazy shit. And his wife got bit and everything. Yeah, it was a whole thing.
Damn. Is it like a sore subject, or is it okay to go like, "Hey man, how's the wife?"
No, like she just got like I think her finger got bit or something, just like punctured. She was trying to like pull the jaws apart, and one of the teeth just punctured her finger. No, he kind of knew, because from what he told me, that dog was an asshole. Like that dog, Lily, would pick on the other dog all the time, and it was just like an old grumpy little shit dog, and it was like 9 years old, so he kind of figured it was time. He said that, he's normally pretty emotional about losing dogs, and I am too, definitely. As soon as Cara or Miley passes, like, that's going to be a rough week for me. Which is really, really fucking depressing, considering...
It's a part of life, man.
Right, no, but I'm more talking about the fact that for like 2 days I was upset about my grandmother. Yet my dog is gonna be a week for me. That's that kind of says something.
Well, these dogs are
The
I was
family
gonna say from your childhood, but so is your grandma.
Yeah.
It's more of the how much time you've spent with said person and how much you value that time spent
Yeah.
in a
I
realistic
suppose.
sense.
I just don't know, man. I don't know. I know I'm not prepared for one of them to pass.
You never are.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to a more positive topic. Let me see. Let's pick one from the list here. Big Mouth Season 5.
Yeah? How's that been
got
for you?
released. So I watched the first 2 episodes. To anybody who hasn't watched Big Mouth, man, it's fucking raunchy. It's Netflix, yeah, and it's a animated show that plays on the silliness of puberty.
Yeah.
Is that kind of
That works.
describe? Yeah. So it, like, you know, you've got like dancing penises and they have hormone monsters, and it's a show about a bunch of kids basically learning about their body. What are they, like, middle school?
Yeah.
I think they're middle school, yeah. Middle school kids, like, you know, growing up. It's like it's a joke on puberty, and, you know, or a dramatization of, you know, the life of a middle school kid going through puberty and whatnot. I think it's a really good show. Sometimes some of that shit hits kind of home. Some of the events that they got to go through, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I really enjoy it. And they just released the 5th season. I knew, like, when they released that first season, it was going to be a good show. Just the lines that they pushed, but they did it in like a smart, educational way, not like a just being raunchy to be raunchy kind of way.
I thought the 4th season was kind of weird.
Yeah, was that the one where Jay fucked the turkey?
I'm thinking more of the episode where it was futuristic.
Oh, is that you talking like where they went where he went into the future and saw his, like, old self?
He went to the future and he was like some super rich, famous dude.
That's right, and Nick, or was it Nick? Was his name Nick?
Yeah.
Had, like, nothing. He was, like, super rich and famous, but he had nobody.
Yeah.
Damn, did that hit home for you?
No.
Because his name was Nick?
No. No.
Yeah, no, that was kind of weird. I don't know. I still enjoyed it. I really like that kind of unique. It's unique content is what it is. It's not the same repetitive bullshit we see on a daily basis.
Oh, speaking of unique content,
Mhm.
finish watching Inside Job.
Oh, did you? I haven't finished it yet. Don't
You need
spoil it
to.
for me.
Did you watch any more than what we watched that one night?
Yeah, I watched an episode today.
Oh, it gets way better. It gets.
I thought that was gonna be a good one. It looked pretty funny. I like the. I just like the idea of it. Basically, it's a team of, are they? Would you consider them like PR specialists? They're just
so pretty much. Yeah, I'd consider them PR specialists. That's
Yeah.
like the most PG term for it.
they just they dictate what they're a part of the government, and they dictate what the U.S. population sees, and it's like, you know, it's a joke. It's definitely a slapstick kind of raunchy kind of comedy, like Family Guy-esque. But it's actually the concept's very cool, and I really like the characters are a little. I don't know. You know, it's like they could be fleshed out a little bit more, at least for what I've seen so far. I can't judge it yet. I haven't watched the full season.
It does get fleshed out further.
Okay, cool.
Please watch through the end. It gets great.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'll start watching season 5 tonight. We'll see where it goes.
Well, speaking of Big Mouth, this is almost a transition. How was your first week of No Nut November?
Difficult.
Yeah, difficult. I agree. Definitely. You still going strong?
Yeah.
I almost failed, man. I got so fucking close. I got so close. Like I had a moment of just like loss of will where I was like, you know what, dude, this is kind of bullshit. And you know what pulled me back? You know what kept me from doing it? Was I didn't want to disappoint the podcast. I wanted to be able to come back the next week on the podcast and be able to say that I didn't nut. So I was like, yeah, dude, I'm not going to do it fully because of that. And you know what? Damn, my nuts hurt for like the next few hours.
Yeah.
Fully experienced blue balls for like the first time. I don't think I've ever really had to deal with that, but that was rough.
Yeah, blue balls is not fun.
Like I was to the point where like I was getting it on. Like I was
You were ready. You were ready.
I
you
was
were
ready.
almost there.
I was ready for the release, yeah, and it just I had to bring it back.
It's definitely been difficult. It's
telling. It's
fighting a natural instinct.
Yeah, it's very telling to show like how a part of our lives it really is when every moment I'm not doing something productive, I'm thinking about
should I just come right now?
Yeah, should I just crack one out right now? Yeah, I got nothing to do. I should just maybe just pop a nudie right now. Yeah, it's nice when you actually get that urge and you beat it. You know, you actually are like you because I'll get that thought like, man, I should get to it, and instead I'll go, well, let me do something more productive instead. So that's nice. It feels good to beat an urge, but I'm hoping the urge to just constantly want to look at pornographic content goes away.
Yeah, I need to be more imaginative. I feel like watching porn every time has somewhat hindered my creativity, if that makes sense.
Interesting. Are you no longer able to, like, okay, let's say you're in the shower.
Mm-hmm.
And
Not
you
happening.
don't have your phone. Not
happening. No.
Yeah, I can see that as an issue. I still at the point like when I had on October 31st, I had the ability where I could think about in the shower. I just close my eyes and picture. It's difficult, definitely. It's hard.
My preference has gotten so specific.
But you can't just think about said preference in your brain.
No, it doesn't do it anymore.
Are you one of those people who can't see things in their mind? You know what I mean? Like I read something the other day that there's a certain percentage of the population who like can't picture things in their mind. You know what I'm trying to say? Like if you think of a tree and you close your eyes and you think of a tree and you like think of the base of the tree and then you're going up the tree, you can see the root. Can you see can you almost see in your mind the detail in that tree? You know, the bark, the way it roots itself into the ground. Can you not? You're one of those people. Wow.
It's literally a blur.
It's just black. It's just, like you don't see like you can't even see the general shape of the tree.
I can see like the shape of the tree, but it's just black. It's like
interesting.
It's fuzzy and unfocused and just black.
Yeah,
I can get like a shape of a cartoon tree.
Yeah, my buddy Matthew is one of those people. He just can't picture things in his mind. Like when I close my eyes and I think about a tree, I can see the roots. I can see the spikes, the way that they, spread into the dirt. I can see the bark. I can see the grain in the bark. Like I can not see it as in I'm actually physically looking at it, but like in the darkness, there's almost an image of something I can put together. And I don't know, that's weird, right? Isn't that weird how that works?
Mm-hmm.
Your brain, like, I don't know. Maybe that's why I like psychedelics so much.
Have you ever thought artists have like a developed skill on that same spectrum to where
Absolutely.
like they're almost tracing what they're picturing? Like they can do it with their eyes open and just like fucking imagine it on the paper and then go at it?
Yes, I think they do. I think when you are in that field for so long,
Almost a heightened sense.
yeah, you just have the ability to, I mean, because like when you draw something over and over and over, that shit's like ingrained in your mind. If you draw like 1,000 trees, you can draw a tree like, you know, like nothing.
Yeah.
You know, that's in your head permanently. So yeah, I think like as you continue to work in that field, you know, in the art field, yeah, I think definitely that's a skill that's definitely developed. Like Bob Ross, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure when he started art, he was terrible, and then he got to the point where he could draw anything he wanted just from his memory. He could picture something and just, yep, there's a happy little tree.
Is that how he talked? Is that exactly what he sounded like?
I can't, no. How does Bob Ross sound?
I can't remember because the last time I watched him was in elementary school divorce therapy.
Hey there, everybody. Today we're gonna draw us a bit of a tree.
It's not
bit
my
of a
fault.
mountain range there, yeah.
It's not my fault.
Let's go ahead and
It's not my fault.
take our
It's
easel
not my
there,
fault.
and we're gonna
It's not my fault.
want to get that paintbrush there, dip it in the cup of water there. You're gonna slap the devil out of it.
My parents didn't get divorced because of me.
The hell's going on here? We're some deep ass. We got repressed memories coming up out of nowhere.
That was, I don't know. It was super fucking weird. Elementary school was super weird during my parents' divorce.
Yeah, I don't remember much of it. I have like very small moments. I remember knocking over a painting that a kid made in the hallway and getting in a lot of trouble for that. I remember pinching a kid's pressure point and he passed out in the middle of the hallway. I remember the fuck, man, what were they called? The crybaby frozen ice cups. We had those in elementary school.
Oh shit, the crybaby frozen ice cups?
You remember those? They came with a wooden spoon underneath the cup, underneath the lid.
What, and they were like different fruity flavors?
No, it was always the same fucking flavor. At least at Sharon it was.
What am I? I'm thinking of like orange. Was it orange?
No, it was like a red. Normally
Was
like
it
a red. Yeah, it was like a cup, right? And it was like that big.
Yeah, it was like those shitty ice cream cups.
And it was like a circle. Yeah, and you would peel off the top, but it was like shaved ice. It was like crybaby Italian ice.
Oh, yeah, I never got those because I think I tried it
man.
once and I didn't like them.
Oh man, those were the jam. Yeah, that and I used to get the Uncrustables peanut butter and jelly. Oh my god, I'm having a flashback. We had a fucking ice cream chart. If you brought money to class,
Mm-hmm.
you could give money to your ice cream associate. And they were the person, they would take the money, they would give it to the teacher, and they would fill out the list for what those kids ordered. And then during lunch, that kid would walk over to the ice cream bucket with the list and give it to the teacher, and the teacher would give them the ice cream, and then they'd go pass out the ice cream to all the kids. Oh man.
What grade was that?
This was like this was elementary school, so 1st to 5th.
Yeah, I know, but what grade?
Oh, well, the whole it was like the whole year. Like the whole time I was in elementary school, we had access to ice cream, yeah. If you brought in money. Well, you know, you weren't going to have money unless your parents gave you money.
Yeah, I know. I just don't, cuz I went to Sharon for 1st through 3rd.
You remember that? Remember like the cups, right? Like we were in the same cafeteria. I assume they had like the cups on the podium on the sticks, right? You had a green cup, yellow cup, red cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, And if you fucked up, they gave you a red cup and you had to be quiet during lunch. The whole table had to be quiet. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I
then
remember that.
there was like so if you had the cafeteria over here, or not like you had the kitchen over there where you went and got the food.
Mm-hmm.
Over there was the ice cream bucket. You don't remember that?
The cooler?
The cooler, yeah.
The freezer?
The freezer. It had all the ice cream in it.
Yeah, it was on the other side of the cafeteria.
Exactly. And they had like the list, and they would get a list, and you'd have one student who'd go over there and grab all the ice cream for everybody.
I don't think we
You don't
did it
remember
that
that?
way.
I guarantee we definitely did it that way.
I may have just not been aware whatsoever because I never had money for ice cream.
Right. I never got ice cream anyway. But still, that was cool. What was
Speaking
the point
of
that?
I don't remember, but
Cool. Moving on. Yeah, next.
oh, I was thinking. Speaking of elementary school, I had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
It led to, how are you sure the first thing you can remember was your first memory?
You can't. I don't think I guarantee you. Well, there's a moment, right, when you just like kind of
No, like think
become
of
conscious.
I'm not going that far. We don't have to talk that deep. I'm just thinking, think of the first memory you can think of. Like the oldest memory you have.
The oldest memory I have is pre-K.
Pre-K.
Yep.
Okay.
It's the oldest memory I have. I was on the playground. It was Primrose. It was Primrose pre-K. And I'm pretty sure it was the one on McGinnis Ferry. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
I'm fairly certain that was the first school I ever went to. And they had computers in that, in Primrose. They had computers. And on those computers was a copy of Spyro. And I remember all I ever wanted to do was play Spyro the Dragon. That's like my very first memory. I can picture the entire interior of that room. I can picture exactly where the computers were. I can picture the faces of the kids that I was with. I can picture the playground. And I can remember exactly the way the playground was shaped. And I remember I really, really thought that my teacher was pretty.
Was pretty?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I was gonna say hot, but I don't think I really understood what that meant.
That's a nice memory.
Yeah, I think that's the earliest I can remember.
Huh.
What's yours?
Oh, it's not that nice, but it's
Oh shit.
it's around the same time, the pre-K. I went to some other church school off of you know how when you're going south on 141 and you hit that Moe's next to the storage units?
Yeah.
So if you go across the street at that intersection, there's that church.
Oh, okay.
You know that?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? That's where I went to pre-K.
Huh.
And we were playing out on the playground one day, and I can't remember the girl's name, but I can remember vaguely like what she looks like. And both of us were playing in like separate groups, and we were kind of just like running around the playground, and out of nowhere we like slammed faces at like Mach 1 for kids. And I remember waking up like in my mom's arms. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I'm pretty sure I blacked out at the age of like 4.
Dude, I'm remembering a lot of shit right now from when I was a kid. Like, I did some really weird stuff. I remember I used to go to a church camp. Did I ever tell you about that?
No.
It's called Crossings. It was
I went to a church camp, now that you mention it.
Yeah, right? It just like came up in my head. I went multiple years. And I remember one year I Oh man. Can I even? So 1 year, I wonder if I can even talk about it. 1 year, when I got older, right? And we went to the church camp. There was, they were these dorms. Okay, they were long buildings. You'd walk into a common area, and then it was spread out like with two long hallways. So they were just big, long buildings, and there was one for ninth grade girls, ninth grade boys, eighth grade girls, eighth grade boys, seventh grade girls, so on and so forth, all the way down to like, I think the youngest was like fourth grade or fifth grade, I think, what you could have there. And I remember the year that we were there, I think I was in seventh or maybe even eighth grade. I think it was probably seventh. And, I just went and had a lot of fun the last few years. Nothing ever like weird happened. But I remember it was like a different group that I had normally gone with at church, because I had gone from the kids group to like the young adults group that year, like moving up. And so it was a bunch of new guys that I had never been with. And one of the guys in the middle of the night, like it was, I don't know, 8:30 or whatever. And you had to be in by 8, like in your dorms by 8, because that was when it got dark. You had like a little bit of time to go to they had a commissary shop that you could bring money and buy like candy and shit at, but you had to be in the dorms at 8:00. And then they did like a 20-minute like prayer session where everybody in the dorm would sit in the room, and then like your team leader or whatever would, or your group leader or whatever would pray and talk to everybody. And there was always some kid that would fart during the pray or the praying. It was yeah. Shit was pretty funny actually. But then it was like 8:30, and we're just sitting there in our beds. We're all playing on their phone, and one of the kids, and I won't say his name, but one of the kids goes, "Hey, you guys want to go spy on the girls?" And everyone's like, "What? Like, why would you even?"
Blasphemy.
Exactly, like blasphemy, dude. And he's like, "No, dude, like we could just go over there." And so these big long buildings, right? So they had a main room, and then they had like a locker room, and then the rooms. So, and it was the same in each room. So you could peek in if you got to one of the fucking the window, or one of the window or the vents for the bathroom. You could get up on somebody's shoulders and fucking peek through the vents. So we ended up like just going along with this fucking kid being like, "Yeah, I guess we'll go spy on the girls." We sneak out the back of this fucking dorm, and we're walking through like pitch black. Like it's in the middle of the woods. It was in Kentucky. So we're in the middle of the woods in Kentucky, walking through in pitch black, heading towards like a light for a house in the fucking, or a dorm in the middle of the woods, trying not to fucking fall on our face, tripping over branches and shit. And we get up there, and he's like, "Yeah, dude, right here, look, right here. I did this last year. Like, this is the best spot." And so he fucking picks I really want to say his name. He picks up this kid and puts him up on his shoulders and shows him, and he goes, oh, dude, like sick. And then instantly everybody's interested, right? And he's like, "Right, I told you. And so he's like, we're all taking turns getting up on his shoulders. And yeah, it was legitimately the girls' dorm room or girls' locker room, basically. So there were showers in there and toilets, and they were all changing, getting ready for bed. And so we just took turns fucking getting up there looking at them. And man, I still feel bad about that. I still feel bad about that, dude, because I would never want somebody to like spy on me like that in a state of vulnerability.
I wouldn't want to throw a friend up on my shoulders just for him to get a boner.
This is true. I didn't even think about that. Like, I probably poked that dude in the back of the neck.
It's like,
think,
hey,
like-
man, we're bros, but I don't need you to touch.
You think he was expecting that? Like, I wonder, like,
Do
when
you
that
think
kid,
that was his secret purpose?
That's what I'm wondering. Like, maybe he knew, maybe he did it last year and he found out that he likes having dick on the back of his neck. So that's why because I don't think, now that I think about it, no, never mind. He did have a turn. He did want to turn to look, so no. But if he didn't want to turn,
Maybe
that
he
would
just
make
did that to
sense.
fit in.
Oh, dude. Nah.
You should look into this kid and find out if he's
Should
gay.
I? Should
Yes.
I reach out to him and see if he actually? I'd have to get like a social media. I don't have social media, so
Dang.
it's difficult for me to look up people I used to talk to.
Mm.
You know what I'm really hoping though? I really hope fucking Richard is at is at the 10-year reunion.
Oh, you're gonna go?
Well, I thought we planned that we were just gonna get super baked and go.
Okay, yeah, we can.
Like if that's the plan, yeah. If I got a couple people who are gonna get together and just get super baked and go, then yeah, I'll go. That'd be pretty funny. I wouldn't show up by myself. Like if I had nobody to go with, nah, I don't think I'd just roll up.
I would at least expect, like, I would try to get Ethan to go.
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on what he's doing. He may not, he may be getting drug tested for work at that point.
Right. Or I thought maybe he was like in Florida. Didn't he go to Florida for quite some time?
He was somewhere. I can't remember where it was.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. I haven't reached out to him in quite a while. All right, let's hit another one of these topics. We're kind of running out of time here, an hour and 41 minutes.
Let's see.
We're talking about that new okay, let's just hit this real quick. This NVIDIA GeForce Now.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like NVIDIA's come out and released their own version of a cloud gaming service, just from like the brief reading I've done. Basically, it's some sort of monthly subscription where you can access a computer with a 3080 in it and play games. Now I have a very small amount of experience with cloud gaming. My very first experience was with OnLive, OnLive. You remember OnLive?
I never used it. I never heard of it.
Yeah, OnLive was one of like the very first cloud gaming. Where you could utilize the processing power of a computer, that was stored at some sort of facility and play, graphically intense video games at a high resolution on a device that can't support it. So I had a Sony Ericsson Xperia Play. You remember my fucking? It was that phone that I had that would slide up.
Yeah, it looked like a PSP.
And it had like PSP. Yeah, it had like a controller. And I used to play Minecraft on it all the time. Yeah. But they had an OnLive app on the what was it? What's the fucking name for the Google Play Store?
Mm-hmm.
It was an OnLive app that you could make an account for, and you could just play games, just load up games and play them. And they had computers on standby, and it wasn't amazing, but it was good enough to where, like, as a kid, it was satisfying to play those games. You had like a full second delay between your input and it actually moving, but I enjoyed it, and I feel like internet nowadays could be good enough to where cloud gaming services could be decent. Like they could actually be usable with gigabit Ethernet or internet being, kind of almost becoming the standard nowadays.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
If it's another gateway for people to get into gaming. You can have this 30 or you could have this fucking $400 laptop that can't game, but you pay $15 and you've got decent internet and you can game with all your buddies.
Yeah.
No problem. That'd be cool. I think that's a cool idea. if they can do it right. If anybody could do it right, I feel like Nvidia would. So, because I know they're what's that little thing they got that lets you stream games?
The Shield?
Shield, yeah. The Shield was actually pretty good from what I read. And then they also had that or no, never mind. That was NZXT. I had NZXT's fuck, man, what was that thing called? It was just a little box that you would plug into your computer via an Ethernet cable and then connect it to your network. And so any computer, or no, you would plug this box from your PC into the box into the router, and then any computer on the network you could access that computer from. And it was like pretty much zero latency. So it was more for like setting up like a couch sort of setup for your rig for your computer.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I enjoyed it.
That's cool.
Yeah, I used it for like 2 months. Unplugged it. Never used it again.
Sick. Don't you love how life works that way?
Oh man, we're gonna get real deep about it.
No.
There's a lot of shit that, man, I buy a lot of shit that I end up using, and like just recently I bought a spoiler or a diffuser for my car, and it didn't fit, and then I went through the trouble of setting up a refund request with the company that I bought it from, and got it approved, but never brought it to the post office. Yep.
Sick.
Yep.
Sick. What about what about 7,000 megahertz DDR5 memory?
Oh, we're just moving on. Yeah, 7,000 7,000. Listen, that's crazy.
That's fucking fast.
Yeah, that's more than double the speed of your standard DDR4 memory. Right? Because it was like what 2666 is like the middle line for DDR4.
Yeah, I think there's 20. I can't remember what the lowest was.
I think it's like 2133.
Yeah, I've seen 2133. I've seen 2400. It goes 2133, 2400, 2666, and then I can't remember what's above that. But
I think that's all like the enthusiast level stuff. I think after 2666, it's all because like when you get a set of memory, I have 3600.
Yeah, I have 3600.
Right, you plug it into your motherboard, it's gonna run at 2666, unless you go in there and you enable the XMP profile. Mm-hmm. For that, whatever it either what the sticks recommend or what the actual BIOS on the board recommends. But yeah, that was something I didn't know for quite a while, is that you actually had to enable the dual channel memory system.
Yeah.
Because when I built my first like proper good computer with like a 6600K and 16 gig kit. I don't know if you remember, I had my memory sticks in A1 and B1 instead of A1 and A2 or B1 and B2.
Was that the year I actually went Black Friday shopping with you and your dad, and we ended up going to the Tiger Direct blowout sale?
Yes, dude.
Yeah.
Yes. And I got my like $1,000 power supply for $200. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Still using that fucking power supply, that same Corsair RM1000. Still chugging. How many years has that been now? I don't even know what year that was. Oh God.
2017.
You think?
I think it was after we graduated.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was before. I think we were still in school.
2015, junior year.
I think it's got to be 2015. Maybe not. I don't know. I'd have to look. One thing I have noticed is, or one thing I have been using quite a lot is the dates on photos taken in the iPhone gallery. Mm-hmm. So you can go back and like date shit. Like, let's see here. Yeah, so here is when I upgraded. Okay, so this is an upgraded rig, and this was 2016. This is when I moved all my components to the Corsair 760T.
So it was a year before that.
It's probably a year or two before that, yeah.
So 2015, 2014.
And that's May 2016 is when I took that picture. I was working at Publix at the time.
Damn, dude,
Wow.
that seems like it was forever ago.
I know, right? When it's only been 6 years.
Yikes.
Oh, man.
Don't you love counting how many years we've been out of high school? Like, as they go by?
Dude, like, when you really think about it, life is so fun. My life moves so fucking fast. Like I'm running out of time. I think about this quite frequently. I'm running out of time. You know, as I get closer to 25. You know, 25 is like one of the big milestones. You know, you get dropped from your parents' insurance. You're able to rent out a car. You know, you're like legally fully an adult. There are no age restrictions for you any longer other than the senior citizens discount from 25 on. That's like when you need to have your shit together. That's in 2 years. You know, I don't know. I think about it I mean, I'm definitely just like a go with the flow kind of guy. At the end of the day, like whatever happens. I'm not going to fucking stress about it. I'm just going to, you know, live my life to the fullest each day. But yeah, sometimes I really do think about the fact that every day that goes by, I'll never get back. Every time I go to sleep, that past 24 hours is gone forever. There's nothing I can change about it. There's nothing I can. Yeah. Yeah.
You're welcome, dude. You're welcome.
Oh my fucking. Listen, 2 hours. Let's hit some more topics. Let's finish this up.
Yeah, last one.
You want to do the last one? We got 2 more.
Which one did we skip?
We skipped quite a few of them.
Oh, there's yeah. I see. Dying Light. I played a little bit of the first game. Wasn't my jam. I think I didn't give a chance to it to actually get into it. But
Yeah.
I'm willing to give the second one a good college try.
I think now this might be a hot take. I think Dying Light is to date the best zombie game ever created. Hands down.
Okay.
Unchallenged, unmatched. And it's the uniqueness of it, the way that they went about it. It's phenomenal. You know, you get this massive open world explorable environment with, you know, you've got that Dead Island style looting where you've got, you know, weapon tiers and weapon durability and crafting and it's basically Dead Island with parkour. I mean, if you want to like dumb it down as dumb as it goes, it's Dead Island but like with a larger emphasis on movement and like weapon customization aspects. I seriously, I mean, to hear you say that you didn't really give it a good go, you know, saddens me. I think it is one of like the best games to date. And I remember, like, I wonder how much it is. It's one of those games that I'd be willing to buy for you.
I have it.
So we could play it because I love it. Because Taylor and I tried to play it. He bought it and said, we're going to play it. And I said, no, we're not. You're going to give up. I didn't tell him that, but it was, you know, it's always in my head whenever that, you know, you've got those people who like, let's play this. And it's,
I'm one of those
60
people.
hour campaign.
I know.
Well, you haven't done that to me as of late, so I wouldn't. I didn't associate that. Well, I'm sure you've done it to me as when we were young.
Yeah.
You know, but you know that was before I thought for some reason that I could change you and make you a person that I wanted you to be.
I thought
instead
I owned
of just
the
accepting
game.
you for what you are.
What's the game called? Dead by Daylight?
Dying Light.
Dying Light. That makes sense. Yeah, I have it.
Yeah. It's fun. It really is.
I've gotten 5 of 78 achievements, and I've played for 79 minutes.
Dude, yeah, you didn't give it enough time. It's one of those games like Dying Light that's 10 times or like Dead Island that's 10 times more fun with people.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I'd definitely like if you ever want to play it, we should definitely play it. I'd be down. I'll download it and have it ready to go if you ever want to do it.
Okay. Yeah. I'm at 30 gigs of 102 for Forza 5, by the way.
I forgot about that. Let's see. I'm at 25 gigs.
Ooh, you're sped up.
6.9 megabit. It's not super fast. Oh man. Okay, well then let's talk about last thing here.
You got it, man. This is all you.
Yeah, final.
Final Fantasy? Which one?
This podcast is ridiculous, dude. I think it gets more hectic every episode we do. It just gets more unfiltered, unstructured. Hey, so listen, Witcher, the TV show with Henry Cavill, is coming back on December 17th with season 2. Which I'm excited for. I really enjoyed the first season. I like the Witcher games. You know, bringing it back to CD Projekt Red. I really enjoyed all their games, which I think is why a lot of people were so disappointed by Cyberpunk, because they had such a good track record of putting out some like really good high quality games. Especially, you know, Witcher 3 Wild Hunt was phenomenal. But yeah, Netflix made an adaptation. I think it's a Netflix original. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm fairly certain it is. Yeah, so Netflix made an adaptation with Henry Cavill of a show. You can't just do that to me when I'm in the middle of talking. Screen cap me that. Nick just sent me a picture of my webcam. We have our webcams on so we can kind of like dictate a little bit better. And yeah, I'm not wearing pants. No, I actually am wearing pants. Actually, I'm wearing gym shorts, but they rid up pretty. Listen, you've completely broken my line of thought. Witcher's coming back. Okay, December 17th. There you go.
Yeah,
watch it. It's great. Anything else, Nicholas? Anything else that you'd like to grace us with?
Isn't it sad that we don't have summers anymore?
Oh my God. Are you saying that before our general concept of summer was a break from the work of daily existence, from the struggle that was our mandated and dictated life, and that now as a working human, the concept of summer no longer exists in that sense, and that it is simply a change of the season?
Yeah.
Yeah. I understand. Is that all for you, Nicholas? Is that going to be all from you? That's your ending note for today's podcast?
Yeah, guys, go to sleep sad tonight.
Oh my goodness. Well, I hope everyone listening has an awful day at work. Oh,
wow. Wow.
We got the anti-podcast today.
Ooh, anti-podcast.
Oh, man. I apologize for the state of this podcast. It'll one day be what we hope it will be. But for now, it's just going to be us mumbling for 2 hours straight.
I like it.
Oh, yeah. I think it's great. I really do.
It's enjoyable.
Oh, yeah. Just in like a... I mean, it's quite therapeutic, honestly.
All right, do you want to do a grand finale? I have an idea.
What's the grand finale?
How fast can you chug the rest of the beers?
No, I'm not. I've got 2 left, and you know what? I'm gonna enjoy them.
Okay, fair.
If it was like fucking Yingling, yeah, maybe. But it's a cider. You know, ciders are expensive. I like to savor my ciders.
You
I like to feel that sugar clogging my bloodstream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are we really sad? Are we indefinitely sad?
No, I'm not sad. No, I don't think I think like everybody's just generally sad about something. I think a lot of people, I think sadness is a part of life. You know, the ups or the downs really shine a light on the ups.
Do you ever
You know?
think that life is meant to be mostly a serious sadness?
No, I don't think life is. I don't think life is meant to be sadness, but I think life is definitely meant to be difficult.
Think about how hard we work to achieve happiness.
Right. I mean, that's part of life being difficult. You know, life is. I don't know if that's like a whole discussion. That's a whole nother discussion about the state of our. The state of the human race. But no, I think life the way it is right now is all about trying not to be lonely. I think that's a lot of it. Yeah. Because like there's only so many people in the world that like you can tolerate. You know, there's only so many people in the world that like really kind of get you. And those people are hard to find. Some of the most difficult things a person can do is locate new friends. I mean, that's like, holy shit. After you leave school, have you made a new friend since, like a new, like really good friend since you left high school?
Like what can I consider my boss a good friend?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I mean, do you go hang out with him?
Yeah.
Like outside of work hours?
Yeah.
Then yeah, he's a good friend.
Okay. So one.
I mean that like, yeah, well that makes sense, right? He's in your work environment, but like, for people who, I don't know, work by themselves in a non-collaborative environment, how do those people make friends? Like, I don't know. I have trouble making, like, okay, the people I met and worked with for like, what, a year at the warehouse when I was working there?
Yeah.
I don't keep in touch with. I don't talk to at all. Never. Not a single text from any of those people.
Those people just aren't my jam.
Yeah, it's like, you know, those people aren't your jam, but yeah, I think without people, we're lost. Without those other perspectives on the world, if you're left with simply your mind and your thoughts, you know, it can get dark real quick. So I think life's all about making connections and trying to stay or keep from being lonely.
It's just a distraction.
Except, of course, yeah, life is about staying distracted until you die.
Life is literally just collecting people for your funeral.
Yeah, I guess. You're trying to fill every seat. That's kind of deep, dude.
I'm ready to go to bed.
Yeah, you want to call? All right, yeah, let's call it quits. Thank you, everybody, for listening. We really appreciate it. Again,
chest pain.
For
This is it.
the quality. Apologize for the quality of the podcast. It will continue to get better. We promise.
I legitimately thought you were gonna say it's gonna get worse.
It'll definitely get worse before it gets better. I'll try not to smoke so much. Man, I smoke way too much. Like I love smoking, but when I've actually got something to do, maybe I shouldn't smoke as much as I do.
Well,
so
how about we dedicate a month?
Mm-hmm.
Treat it like No Nut November.
Can't do it.
You can't do it?
No, I probably could, honestly. I've been thinking about taking a tea break for a while. Yeah, maybe we'll talk about that, because I got a cart and a pack I'm about to finish. I probably got a couple grams left. I'm not just going to cold turkey on weed I've got left. Excuse me. Normally when I take a tea break, it's like when I'm out.
Yeah.
You know, I run
Yeah.
out of pot.
So you don't have
So-
that option.
Exactly. Yeah, if it's around, I'll smoke it. So
Mhm. I hear you.
maybe I'm addicted. Probably am.
Sick.
I mean, I don't think I am. I really don't think I'm addicted. I think I violently enjoy it. I think I do. I think I really enjoy it to the point that it tests my will, but I don't
I'm
think
not.
but I don't think at any point, I don't think by any means I would consider myself addicted.
What was the
to-
term you used again? Violently what?
What I don't remember. Wait. I don't remember. What didn't I not just say violently addicted?
You said I'm not addicted to it. I'm violently blank.
I don't know. I didn't say dependent. Did
Attracted?
I? No. Oh, I just violently like it.
You violently like it?
Well, okay. Basically, what I was trying to say, I don't know what I actually said, but I'm saying like I really enjoy weed. I do. I enjoy smoking.
That's what you said. You said violently enjoy.
Oh yeah, I violently enjoy it because I like the way it makes me feel. I like the way I experience music on it. I like the way movies are on it. I like it's just like it's just good.
I'm not addicted to porn. I violently enjoy it.
I think yes. Well, okay. I think when you're addicted to something, I think it trumps your will.
Uh-huh.
I think is when you can classify as being like severely addicted to something. When you're actually addicted to something, it means your willpower isn't strong enough for you to not do it. If I'm sitting there jerking off, dude, I can stop. I can easily stop and just like I'm done. Right? And just move on to the next day. Stop. Forget about it. Pick up another task. Don't go back. I really could. Same thing with vaping. When my cousin broke my vape, I just stopped. I just gave it up. I'm like, all right, whatever. I'm done. And the first day was hard. Yeah, sure. But then after that, I was done. So it's like I'm not that addicted. I have an addictive personality, sure. But like, it's not that difficult for me to break those addictions. I don't know if that's just me.
That's just you. I'm heavily addicted to everything I'm addicted to.
I almost make a bet with myself. Like I make a game with myself. It's like, dude, are you really going to be the fucking loser who doesn't have the willpower to stop himself from vaping? Like, are you really going to be the fucking loser who doesn't fucking or who jerks off every single day, and you're such a fucking loser that you can't go 1 month without jerking off? No, you can't put your hand up, dude. Wait, are you admitting that you failed already to me?
No, I'm just trying to be funny.
You can't be funny. There's no video podcast of it. Listeners don't even know what you're doing.
I know. I'm just trying to make you laugh, buddy. I'm trying to keep happy vibes.
Thanks, man. Listen, I'm so sad right now.
Okay, well, good night.
It's been a rough week, man. My crypto's taking a shit. I had like $3,000 in my account, in my Coinbase account, my Coinbase Pro account. It's down to like $2,200, like $800 down in 2 or 3 days. It was awful.
So your fun crypto fact for this podcast is don't invest in crypto?
Oh, I forgot about the crypto thing. No, the fun crypto fact right now is invest now while it's fucking low, you morons.
Oh,
Get in.
Oh, okay.
Get in now.
Understandable.
Yeah, you've got like a small, people buy the dip. It's as simple as that. You buy the dip. If it's a coin that has no future, don't buy the dip. If it's a coin that has like a community, like Shiba Inu, the one of the dog coins, one of the shit coins, it just exceeded Ethereum in Twitter followers. It has more Twitter followers than Ethereum does, right? And Ethereum is the number 2 cryptocurrency in the world, next to Bitcoin, only a second to only Bitcoin. So you've got this shit coin that's doing 80 to 90% in a day, and it just dipped 50%. Yet it now just surpassed one of the largest cryptocurrencies in Twitter followers, as well as a petition for it to be dropped on Robinhood with over 500,000 signatures, right? So today, Shiba Inu, and this last week, Shiba Inu is down 40%, 40%, right? But if you look at like the year, it's up like 800. So all you guys out there doing cryptocurrency, it may dip, sure, but just fucking hold. Do not sell at a loss. It's the dumbest fucking thing you can do is sell at a loss. Unless you can guarantee with every thought in your mind that currency is dead and it's going to crash, just fucking hold. Because in a few years, or even so a few months, it could be up, hundreds of percent. And that's today's crypto fact. Dun-dun-dun. Should I make a crypto jingle for my crypto segment? I don't know. It'd be cool if we eventually segmented it out, with jingles and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah, or we just had like our own soundboards on our computers where we could just put whatever sound in for our audio.
Well, it's like we don't even I don't want to segment it to where we mess with the flow, but it could be where once we start on a topic, I cut in a little sound bit.
That'd be nice.
Maybe we'll make some stupid fucking intros of just us singing stupid shit, and then I'll add some cool effect to it. Yeah,
you could do that. Just shoot me a Discord message and be like, "Hey, record yourself saying this."
Yeah, it'll be like bow 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 bow. Nicholas, depressing review. Bow, 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 bow.
Nick hates women.
Yes, dude. The Nick hates women segment. I love it.
Wow.
All right. Okay, let's fully end it. Thank you, everybody, for listening. If you liked it, please hit the like button or share it with somebody that you know that also likes podcasts. And leave us some feedback. We really want to hear from you guys. And if you think we can do something better, you have some cool ideas for us, shoot them in the comments below, whether you're on SoundCloud, YouTube, or Spotify. If you're on Spotify, check us out on anxietypool.com. Shoot us an email or something. Let us know if you've got something that you want us to talk about, or some brutal, soul-crushing, constructive criticism. I'd love to see it, love to hear it. I want it, I need it. And if I don't get it, I might cry. Anything from you, Nicholas?
Don't forget to neglect whores.
Oh my. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.
Bye.